Hey, this is Jordan Belfort, the real Wolf of Wall Street, and you're listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
Welcome back to the greatest show in the universe. In studio, we have Matt.
Hey, how you doing?
Zach.
Hello.
20? Is there going to be?
Yes, sir.
You said with
Yes,
names. And then Damon Murray.
Just Damon.
Damon today? All right, sorry about that.
It's all good.
We fucked it up already, man. Like,
yeah. Oh, you're fine.
What's that? Yeah. Here's a refund, man. Sorry,
I don't know why I said, hey.
I have to pay double now, I feel like. No, but dude, pleasure to have you on here, man. I looked through, like, from my personal perspective, I looked through your music through, my friend showed me your music, basically, and it was super fucking good, and you got some traction going and stuff like that, and it's good for the town, in my opinion, because, like, St. Louis needs shit like that right now, in my opinion.
Same.
Need fucking artists. When I go somewhere around here, like, they know you instead of Nelly or something.
So, who was your friend that put you on?
Oh, Adrian.
Adrian. You gotta make sure to say Adrian.
Adrian Beats for everybody else want to look him up and stuff. Adrian, no, for sure. You've all heard his name, probably.
Yeah. I miss that sometimes. He'll be like, yo, man, you didn't shout me. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm so sorry. It is important because Adrian, he doesn't get out much, but he's like the engine that makes us all go.
Definitely. He's a strong backbone for this area, for music and stuff like that. He has great ear for talent, and basically, like introduced me to guys like you, because, like, this would not be happening without him.
Yeah,
like,
he really is the best. He's annoying. He's a pain in the ass. We can curse, right?
Yeah, we can say whatever we want.
He's a fucking pain in the ass, but he's the fucking best. He really is.
That's cool. And, like, so what tell listeners some shit you got going on right now. Like, you tell me outside a little bit, like, what, you got some numbers in your song?
The thing I'm really proud of is, not to get all political, we won't go down that rabbit hole, but Bernie Sanders just recently used a song of mine, like his entrance music.
That's
at the Vice, they did like a presidential forum on Vice, and he walked out, and it's like, I look at the video on YouTube, and it's still like, no, that's not my song. You know what I mean? But it's so amazing. And you know it's dope when, like, your mom bigs it up. At least I know that for me, because my mother hears a song of mine, like on a television show, and she'll hit me up and be like, I don't know about the second verse, baby. It just seems like you're not staying on topic. I'm like,
parents be on it. That's a big fucking deal, though, honestly. I'm not personally a Democrat, but I respect the hustle because he's a huge fucking candidate.
Neither is Bernie, right?
And, like, independents are swooping the parties, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that, I think that's a huge fucking deal, though. That's like national, like international, actually, because it's a presidential candidate of America, like one of the top
presidents. That's
a big fucking deal.
Yo, crazy.
What song was that? So people can look it up.
A song called Feel Good.
Feel Good?
It just came out. And it was crazy, too, because I tried to promote it, and Facebook said it's political speech, and I can't. So then they're supposed to send me this whole thing, like, to mail me, like, to proof of identity or some crap. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But I'm going to do it, though. I mean, But,
They're extra, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they really are extra.
Facebook's some Nazi shit, right? In my opinion. I think Silicon Valley, like, they took over, and there's a bunch of dorks that they think they tell us what to say all the time. And you're not, like, you're a dude just making good music.
Yeah, I'm not trying to promote an agenda. I just want to be like, yo, Bernie Sanders is dope, and he's walking out to my song. Yeah. You know, you blew up when a 78-year-old man is making his entrance to your song. That's when you know you're in the streets. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're listing your resume, and they're like, it's like, look at this some dope I did on Tuesday or some shit.
What's it got to say? But full disclosure, I am voting for Bernie, so it's full disclosure. So it came with the and they didn't tell me who was going to use it. So my publishing company, TSM, they hit me up and said, yo, is it cool if one of the presidential candidates uses your song for this forum? And I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? But they didn't know who was going to use it. So I ain't gonna lie, if like Amy Klobuchar came out to it, I probably wouldn't have been as hyped, but...
So you're happy about Bernie having that?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What if like Trump came out like a sideways hat?
In a weird way, I probably would be even more excited.
He had some braids. He comes out the braids and stuff to yourself.
Yeah. It was like Trump. There's a few things I like about Trump. I usually say things in threes, but it's only actually two things. One, he's just such a piece of shit that it's reflective of kind of how terrible I think we all kind of are. Because, like, come on, yo, I think I'm a decent person. Like, I consider myself an alright person, but you would not want to hear the shit I say by myself in my car in traffic about other people.
Oh, that's really,
you know what I'm saying? So, and I think myself is decent. Trump kind of wears that sort of terribleness on the outside. Like, I'm not fat, I'm not ugly, I'm not racist. It's like, I don't know. Have you seen yourself?
We were talking
about. So I enjoyed that. And then the second thing is, I know this is probably gonna lose me some fans, but Ivanka can get it, man. I don't know, something about that, like, giraffe neck or something. Maybe that's a dick challenge, like you were saying before. I don't know.
That should be real.
I think I just
before you start hitting stomach acids and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, that should be real. Yeah. But anyway, enough politics. But yeah, that was Bernie walking out to the song. And then the thing before was Zach, I think you can brag on this, was Hard to Say. It was recently used on a TV show on Netflix called Daybreak, and it's really great because it's a personal song. It's about my girlfriend passed some years ago, and like, you know, every once in a while kind of the energy kind of bubbles up, and I wrote a song about just like how much I loved her. And it was really a personal thing. I didn't think it was going to do anything. Yeah. And then my A&R was like, yeah, we got something for it. And they used it for like, shit, they used almost the whole song. And usually when you get a song on a TV show, it's in the background, somebody shooting on top, you can't really hear it. You're like, that's me. Like, where, motherfucker? You can't really hear it. That's but it's literally like loud as fuck. And then it was this really lovely gay sex scene. Yeah. So it was just like, it was perfect. Like, everybody's talking about it. I saw it, I was just like, oh shit, like this is amazing. And the reason why I mentioned Zach is because Zach told me when he heard that song, he was like, that's a big record. And I didn't, I never really saw it. That was the first time I met him too, and I was like, hey, I don't know you, but that shit's gonna go.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So that was really cool. That was a good moment. So it's been a good couple months, last couple of months.
So this has all been within the last few months, yeah?
Well, I think Daybreak happened in October of last year.
Oh, okay, that's still relevant.
I don't do time really well, sorry. What day is it? Is it Saturday?
Yeah, it's the wrong guy, man.
Yeah, it's
Saturday. I think Saturday, yeah.
It is Saturday. I can tell because I'm still awake.
That's dope, though. You got some cool shit going.
Yeah,
that's huge, man.
It's been fun.
So, what was the soundtrack you're on? You said?
Oh, soundtrack? No, that was a TV show on Netflix called Daybreak.
Daybreak. So yeah, songs on Daybreak. That's dope. What episode and stuff?
Season 1, episode 5.
I knew you gave me something. That's dope.
There's only one season because the show got canceled.
But either way, it's
still on there.
Yeah, still on there. You can't take it away from me. I spent that money already.
You didn't make the show. You just wrote the soundtrack.
Oh no, I did my job.
Yeah, so the music's good. Give a fuck. I guess.
Yeah, but I'm really hoping this year is bigger than last year because the end of last year was crazy. We right before that we did a song with Rockwell Knuckles and Tef Poe. Big shout out to DJ Trackstar who made this happen. It's actually on DJ Shadow's new album, Our Pathetic Age. I don't know if you guys heard that. I should sing you that one too. It's crazy. Tef and Rock just murdered it, and I did my thing. So that was really awesome. And I can't. They sent me a vinyl of it, and Nas is like, to me, Nas is the greatest rapper of all time. And so I haven't even opened the vinyl because I'm just looking at the playlist, the set list, and it's like my name is 5 songs down from Nas's. Just like looking at it, like
that's some shit though.
Staring at it, it's so awesome.
No, that's dope, dude. That's some. I like hearing the fucking energy. Like,
yeah,
guys keep killing it, man.
It's great. So,
definitely not an emo rapper. Like, that's good.
It depends on the mood. You know what I'm saying?
They seem deep. Like, you've seen some shit, but like you seem like you got some positivity stuff.
Yeah, you can't keep putting that stuff out there. I remember like getting on stage and rapping. Like I used to go by a different rap name. And
what was your rap name before?
Wafiq.
Okay, that's cool.
And it was like a lot of just like shock rap shit.
Yeah.
You know? And then so like you rapping on stage, and I'm up there. I can't remember what show it was.
It's really stuck in your youth almost, like aggressive kind of type shit. Like,
but then you gotta keep saying that shit. Like you don't think about it when you're in the studio writing, and you're like, "This is dope as fuck."
Yeah.
But then you're on stage and like you're like 100 show talking about like tearing somebody throat out and that. You just like yelling and stuff. I just like, man, I can't do that anymore.
I was super into punk, so I can relate to that. But I'm not like a musician, but like when I was younger, I listened to like punk rock more so. And now I'm older, I listen to like more like just I don't rap mostly.
Like a balance of
music and rap mostly. Honestly,
God,
because like, I respect both for different reasons. I think rap is where like rock used to be, and in my opinion, should be, but like, to a degree, still as at least a contender.
Yeah.
But I think rap's like a new thing and it's killing it. And then like when you play, and then classical music is the exact opposite. It's like this symphony. It's like fucking like 40 instruments going and shit. It's like it's like that. Oh man, it's like it's like Frank Sinatra had that shit back. And imagine like a rapper having like a symphony, man. Like that's basically what they have with programs.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. I also think rap benefited from being a younger genre where people are more. Well, music is more accessible, and people are more willing to jump from different styles. So rap is like so ubiquitous; it's everywhere. But then it's what kind of rap are you into? Well, rock,
that's true.
Rock was still when it was like you got to go to the store and buy a CD. So it was like it went through phases. So when grunge was big, it had to be grunge or nothing would get on. Rap can like you can be like an underground rapper and be famous. You could be a emo rapper and be famous. You could be a street rapper. It's just it kind of benefited from everyone being so into like their own niche of shit. Like I like this and I don't want, you know what I'm saying, do that. So like rock just kind of got the short end of the stick.
It didn't progress. Like I feel like maybe it has a resurgence later, but it didn't progress past like grunge probably the last big time. It's like SNL or something. It was like great in the '90s, but what the fuck now? You know? And rap's killing right now. Like I think like my person's like J. Cole's probably my favorite. Like how you view Nas probably. It's like it's like the same kind of like I'm not a rapper though, but I just as a fan. You know, like
that's all good. Yeah, but I mean I feel like it's not a you probably hear it better than I do because like I'm so in it. I don't listen to shit unless one of my friends play it for me. Like I don't listen to the radio. Not like I don't listen to the radio, but I don't listen to the radio because I'm working on a song. So by the time you're working on a song, we've been in the studio. You know, I work in the studio 4 days straight. By the time I get out of the studio, man, I want to watch like a cartoon. I want to watch Adventure Time and go to sleep. You know what I mean? I don't want to like listen to, even if I love an artist. Like I love Royce the 5 now. I love him. He's one of my favorites. Yeah. He just put out a new album called The Allegory, and I haven't heard it because like either I'm working or I'm asleep. You know what I mean? So,
whereas I'm a fan, I'll absorb it all. My work time is like almost like a fan. Like I'll listen to all new shit like while you're writing it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like content creative.
Yeah, exactly. And you can just enjoy it for what it is. And I'm like,
music,
I don't know about that third verse. I don't know about this part. Or maybe more auto-tune. Yeah. You're just like analyzing it instead of just enjoying it. I really miss that though. Just being able to hear a song. But that's what I get from like different genres because I don't necessarily make them. Yeah. So like if I hear like I can't think of artists off the top of my head, but if I hear like an artist that does something I don't do, I can really just enjoy it because I don't know how the fuck to do that. So I could just kind of fan out again. So most of what I do listen to is not rap music.
That's how I feel. I do comedy stuff, so I'll absorb comedy as almost like I'm competitive.
Yeah.
Like, in a way where like I want to like create good shit, but I can listen to music as a fan, and I appreciate that. Like because I'm a very like just not talented in music, so I focus on like the.
You can't have everything from comedy and you can't have all of them, man.
For sure. You gotta try it. You gotta try everything.
That's real.
That's what I said before we recorded too. Like the energy in this room, like is kind of interesting. It's like it's very strong. We had almost had to unwind to even get into this because like the guys you brought with you, my buddy, like we're all just like in my cell, we're all just like high energy people.
Yeah.
And it's cool seeing a bunch of conkers doing shit like in the same room. Like
oh man, I can't move without these dudes. I mean, we all do our own things, but that's why I love these dudes so much because they are so like specifically Zach and 24 and Adrian because they're so confident as individuals.
Yeah.
That there's no like when he don't like something I say, he just be like, I don't like that shit, and I'll be like, all right, and we either agree or disagree, and then we move on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no like,
you don't
man, maybe that thing from 3 weeks ago, it'd be gone. The same thing with him, and so it's same thing with Adrian. Me and Adrian it'll be the end of the session, and people think we about to like never talk again, but we just debating the end of the session. Figure out what we want to do next, and then we like, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you next week. Right. And it's gone. You know
as long as it's real, it's all that matters.
Yeah.
And then that's what's interesting about you too. Is a lot of rappers. I mean, like not to downplay anything or like not negative at all, but like they'll bring like a girlfriend, they'll bring like a person that does like is like a hanger on kind of person, where like a fan almost. Like they'll bring a fan with them. Yeah. People are like equal artists almost. It's kind of interesting.
Oh
like,
yeah.
They have the same kind of vibe, but you have like I don't know. It's just interesting. Like you try something with and we were talking outside a little bit too. Like you seem like you're the kind of guy who like who wants to be like the learner in the room, or like the least intelligent, the least talented. Like you want to be like,
fuck yes.
Yeah, you're talking about your publishing deal. Basically. You're like you're respecting all the people on that. And you're like man, I'm like the lowest on this, and I'm like that's where you want to be.
Yeah.
It's like having like I don't know how to describe it. But it's like the growth. You're not like
you ain't growing, you're dying. Or something
yeah. I look at you, you're an artist like it's still in the creative mode basically, where it hasn't like it hasn't hit you like you don't I don't know you that well, but you don't seem like the ego or the bullshit blinding you from like limiting you from art really.
I mean you can't eat.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't like every time I remember when I first started writing songs to get paid. And nothing was moving, and the woman who signed me, we were on the phone, we were talking about it, and she just told me, she said, I'm gonna send you. She sent me what's called a brief, and it would be like a description of what clients were looking for. And she said, but next time you read it, don't try to do what's on the brief, just try to internalize it. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to like squeeze it too hard.
Yeah.
And it's just like so. I really appreciate what you just said, but really what ends up happening is, I just end up with the people that are around me that I can deal with. You know what I'm saying? Or that can deal with me. Yeah, people that can deal with me. That's people that up. Because this is the homie. He'll bring people around, the other girls and all this shit, but they don't last. You know what I'm saying? Those people don't. They can't. I would bring some fine ass bitch over here, but if she just gonna be like, we gotta go pick her up and we gotta make sure she was cool, and then she don't like him today, or she mad at Zach because he's like, nah, I can't do that. We focus on a goal, and what we're trying to do is so impossible with millions of talented people. That's what I'm trying to tell artists all the time. A lot of, especially talented artists, they always think that they're the one. It's like, bro, you gotta let that go, man. There are thousands of people that can make great music.
Yeah.
And the thing that's gonna separate you is either you get lucky as fuck and you land somewhere, or you work your fucking ass off and you realize it's not about you, it's about the person next to you, it's about you. You know what I'm saying? It's about the song.
No, it is.
Not about your ass.
And you have like you have a different musical style, but you have like the personality of almost J. Cole, like the humbleness and like the intellectualness of like J. Cole. I think. Like,
man, Jay's amazing. Did you see the interview? If you watch any of his interviews?
Well, yeah.
Did he have one with Angie Martinez where he was breaking down the game? I don't know exactly what he said, but yeah, that's when I realized I was like, I don't listen to this dude enough. He's brilliant. Like,
you have a different style, but like same kind of personality almost. Like your music's way different, I think.
Yeah.
But I think that you have your own musical style. But I think like the humbleness and the observation of like how you talk is like everybody like always thinks they're there all the time. And once you think you're there, you're not going anywhere. It's like like you already peaked. It's like Kanye right now. Like he's banging a Kardashian. He's a millionaire. He peaked basically. So those last couple albums, in my opinion, aren't as good as like Dark Twisted Fantasy, College Dropout, shit like that. Like
no, not at all.
Yeah, like Life of Pablo is like it's laughable as a parody album or something, but it's kind of bullshit really. I
heard that people say, like, I didn't listen to it all the way through, but what I heard people that I trust say, and I don't wonder if this speaks to what you're saying, that it felt unfinished.
Yeah,
and maybe when you get to a place where you feel like you've achieved, you're just like, all right, I did this. I'm a genius fan, and then you just do it. But I ain't gonna lie, like, as much as I disagree with him on almost everything, I'm torn because, like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Kanye, because I still remember a time, or even in popular rap culture, because like you said, different stylistically than J. Cole, because I like making pop music. I like to see a girl dancing and having fun, even though I don't know how to dance. You know what I'm saying? So I want that. And so Kanye was my hero, and I remember that. Y'all remember when Kanye and 50 Cent had to release their album the same day?
Yeah, and he beat out 50 Cent.
People forget, rap used to be like, you had to wear this kind of outfit, and you had to have a do-rag on, and you had to have a gun, and it was tight for a little while. It was not a lot of room for different artists, especially at the top, and Kanye really broke that in a real way, and it's hard to let him go.
He was jumping on tables rapping to Jay-Z. He wanted it so bad, and then I feel like he peaked basically, and it's so sad seeing artists like that. And that's why I hope through all your success you keep what you have right now. And so I'm saying like this vibe right here is the creator vibe. That's what I'm saying. Like, and like all of you guys got that. And I'm not trying to down. I'm just saying like,
fuck these motherfuckers. It's about us.
I'm just saying like keep that creator vibes. Like no matter how
I also think we get complacent. So
yes,
same with myself. We're going down this road. We've almost mastered it. We done it and seen it and really know what all there is to it. And once you master it, say Kanye mastered his avenue and stuff, you need to step out. Whether you step out and step back in, or you step out and take another avenue. You need to self-reflect. You need to reflect on what's going on and stuff like that. Because,
that's true.
Complacency, even in that money and complacency.
Because it's hard to be complacent without money, though.
Yeah.
It's hard because certain comfort. What's the difference between comfort and complacency? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's
true.
Money's a connector for sure. I think if you have money and you're complacent, then you're stuck. You're stuck.
That's real.
I feel like he needs some Buddhism. He's go internal to the external. Like,
but
he conquered America though, like to a degree. So like it's like he's at the top. Like but once you in his head, like he still like did a bunch of shit. But I'm saying like I feel like he's like when you're banging a Kardashian, it's hard to be humble. I imagine like the American aspect of the physical world, not in the spiritual world.
But I wonder like how much of that, and I'm not like I said, I try not to think about this too much because you end up it all goes into the music at some point.
Yeah.
We can get to that in another subject, but like. I wonder how much of that, and I'm asking you, how much of that do you think is like theater?
That's interesting.
Like how much is that? Like does he really feel? Because like I feel like maybe I don't know. Part of it, and that could be just again the holding on to him and not want to let go. How much of this like does he really believe that? Because like that overcompensation, like a dude with a small dick in a big truck. Like do you really think you the man, or you just feel like you have to project that in order to maintain what you have? I don't know.
That's super
He may
interesting.
just enjoy it too. I don't know. He may
It just hurts him.
I don't know.
It hurts me seeing him suck, honestly. Like, I grew up listening to that guy. Like 808 Heartbreak was amazing, and fucking like Dark Twisted Fantasy, all that shit. Like
Dark Twisted. No, that got me. I had some shit happen when that album was coming out.
Yeah.
That shit got me through. People talking about that, like that shit got me through some stuff. I don't know, like if I would have survived without that record, which is weird because it starts off with that goofy ass Nicki Minaj poem.
And it can be that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was funny. I remember that. Yeah.
Like. Girl, that English accent, what the fuck is happening? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like Nicki Minaj's Cinderella or some shit.
So what's your look on Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B? This is just a real question that people ask themselves.
Nicki's the better writer, but like like Cardi B's like the I don't even know her, but Cardi B's like the homie.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I would fight for Cardi B, and I'm a pacifist. You know what I'm saying? But like it's hard for me to root for Nicki, and I want to because she's so brilliant. But she makes it hard to root for her.
You think Wayne writes a lot for her?
No, I don't think anyone writes for Nicki. I think Nicki does her own thing. I heard some far, but like it'd be like, all right, look. It's this. I hope this would never happen with us, but shit happens. Especially if we all get millions of dollars. It shit happens. We be in the studio and I'm writing a song, and he comes through and chills with me, and he'll be like, "Yo, man, you shouldn't say this. You should say that." I might inject that into the song or vibe it, or like we had a song we're gonna play tonight called Hitbox, and it was for my project, but he had recorded his verse before because it was just crazy and we did it. Right. So I recorded one verse, and I remember you and Adrian were there, and they both told me like that verse ain't good enough, and it wasn't. So then some weeks passed, we tried some different artists, nothing worked out, and I went back in the studio, and I had to sit there and listen to that song. What I ended up doing was writing my own lyrics, flat out, keep it a buck, aping his flow. To one, because I feel like it would make the song more cohesive, and two, because he just murdered that shit.
Yeah.
So then let's say some shit go weird, probably never will, but let's say it go super bad, and we both famous as fuck, and you feel a certain way. Then you be out there like, yo, you might tell somebody, yo, man, I wrote that shit that I'm drunk one night. And then that shit spread through the fucking the industry, and next thing you know, I don't write my own shit. I feel like that's what be happening with bigger artists.
Wow.
So then it's like, Safari Man helped her with some shit, and the next thing you know, she don't write her own shit. And you know the stigma with women, especially black female rappers, they all just female rappers in general. They always say that shit people writing for. Now Cardi got writers. She's admitted.
I never saw any of that, but I thought like Minaj and Drake had a similar flow to Wayne.
Yeah, Cardi got writers.
I feel like they had a similar flow. I feel like Drake and Minaj had a similar flow to Wayne, which they could be like. Minaj is openly a huge fan of Wayne, though.
Yeah, so you just that's like vibing it.
So like me too, but I always thought like they sounded very like, but then you look at like, but then you just look at fucking rap and you look at everything that sound like Wayne. Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I was going through afterwards. Yeah, but they were the first to jump on it, I think.
Yeah.
And then now you have these 19-24-year-olds getting face tattoos, drinking lean, so like that little some shit, you know, like having a name like that.
That went down, little some shit. That might be the next one.
You never know.
Well, you're right though. Now everybody's ripping off Wayne. Like now you're in the place, but they're the first kind of like the influence by me swooped him up, I guess. But it always made me think he wrote. It's like Wayne fell off a little bit publicly, which for some reason. But I always like Wayne. But I'm saying,
it's so hard to me. Think about how high how up there he was. You can't stay at that point. Like that's impossible. Like, no one has ever been that. That's right. Like no one person has ever been that great.
Yeah.
Like 10 years, like once you get like a run, everyone has that run where they just, it's like you were tapped into the zeitgeist. And I saw this the other day, and I hate to take like a meme and then use it as, it's like a fucking super idiot. Right. But I saw this meme, and basically the point was like this artist, I can't think of his name, God forgive me, but he made the point, he had an interview on Pigeons and Planes, it's a blog, and he basically said that, you know, sometimes as artists, sometimes as fans, you tap in. The artist will put out an album, and it's the moment in your life, not so much the music. So it's like you'd be like, yo, you fell off, man. You ain't doing no more. But you were 22 when he, you know what I mean. So you don't even internalize music the same way anymore. You got a daughter, you got mortgage, you got whatever. Like shit's different.
I'm in public perception, not my opinion.
Okay.
It's like you're right. You nailed it. Like that's how the public views it. But But Wayne had more gold records than most people, and he was from Hot Boys to like fucking he was like Juvenile was the leader of that basically. Yeah. And then he passed them, and then now he's creating his own talent. It's just like I had nothing to respect.
You got to transition though, like that, don't you? Like you have to find like you. It kind of just happens to you. You know what I mean? Like you don't even realize you're doing it, and like
He became Birdman almost. I feel like.
Yeah. Hopefully without the ripping people off.
Well, with a record, like owning the record label, not the dirt.
I followed him since I was a kid. Moved to Louisiana, everything. Lived in Louisiana. Yeah. Him and Boosie's fucking great. Shout out to Boosie.
Boosie and Famous Dex seem like the same kind of guy with different music. They both just seem like crazy crackheads with great talent. Not to be a dick, but he does. He seems crack. Him and Dex both just seem like they get too fucked up sometimes.
Boosie smoking crack. That's the worst crack ever.
No, I think he's drugs.
Boosie's on LSD.
I feel like him and Dex get too fucked up sometimes.
You know what I say about Boosie? Boosie seemed like the OG that like smoked so much weed that he got a little permastone. He do give me that vibe, but he don't even seem like he do shit no more.
Yeah,
like
that could be too.
When he got
I'd follow him a second.
He had double cancer and diabetes.
What? Damn,
I know that.
I feel like
I'm following
me like that, man.
Back in the day, though, I seem like in his promising.
Hey,
you know, Boosie being St. Louis, man, you gotta be careful what you say, man. You gotta follow him.
No, man,
Boosie might hear this shit.
I'm not disrespecting the guy.
Hey, that was not me, baby.
Hey, Boosie, I was in Alexandria and Lake Charles. When you got locked up, the whole city fucking shut down. They weren't playing. I mean, they didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
We played your music every club all night. That's pretty much what they did. And northern.
It's time
north of Baton Rouge even. This is north of northwest of Baton Rouge even.
I wasn't talking Dex. Those guys seem like they get too fucked up. Famous Dex especially. Like Japan's a catchy ass song. He has some other good songs, but he seems like he just gets so fucked up, dude. Like hearing that guy talking, you're together. Like you're like your articulation, like all this shit. Like that guy writes good music, but he's just like hearing him talking. Like, what the fuck?
Spaced out. I don't even know who Famous Dex is.
Oh, he's like Rich. He's got Rich the Kid's pushing. I think Dex blew up on World Star and stuff. And he did his own shit and he's pretty big guy of mine. But it's like
see, I love it about you, man. Like you got your finger on the pulse, man. I really like that.
Rap historian.
Yeah, that's really dope.
If you can't rap, become a rap historian. Like
that's sick. But you actually, it takes time. You're actually doing it though.
I'm a fan of music. I love music, man.
Most people be like, I like track 4. That'd be it. They be like, I can't think of this.
You
shit.
check Wayne's new album out?
No, Funeral. No, I haven't heard it.
It's a couple of tracks.
I
listened to the whole album.
I heard I read the responses to it. I saw people talk about it.
And you can't really, a person's opinion can't really be developed after listening to an album just one time.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few tracks that really just strike you the first time you hear them. Obviously,
yeah. The song people be like, that's the only good song.
Yeah, Mahogany hits.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He did, and he collabed really well. But after hearing it, it's a good album. It's a good album. I think it's one of his better ones. I mean, how many albums does he have? Over 100?
Shit ton. I mean, he's been doing
over 100 albums.
And I mean, his mixtapes are damn near record albums.
His mixtapes are where I'm at.
He's more gold than Elvis. Like he passed Elvis and these early rock stars with how many gold records he had. His singles. He did all those singles back in the day, and he passed everybody over that shit. It was crazy. That's one of the biggest artists.
I want to throw back real fast too. Like it might sound kind of don't sound racist, but I think that's the problem with rock and roll. It was back when shit was so segregated that black folks ended up getting pushed out of it. Yeah. I think if you had more of a mix of the cultures that were making rock and roll, it would continue to be more viable now.
No, I agree.
Even though it's still viable, it's still a big thing. But I think if it was still more mixed up, I think if it still had more contributions to everyone. Because even if a lot of rappers are still black, you know how many white producers, white engineers, and engineers don't get enough credit, especially in rap. Engineers, rappers who are listening to this. If your engineer is not on point, bro, then your music won't be out. Or if your producer's not a good engineer, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
Engineers are so important in hip hop, and so I mean, a lot of white folks have a lot to say in rap music from a creative standpoint, and so you do end up with a mix of different ideas. I think rock and roll is kind of homogenous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it came out of a way more fucked up time in American history. I feel.
Oh yeah.
It's where I feel like now, most people I feel like Earth is a collaboration. And it's there's complaints and shit. People complain, but it's like I told you earlier. It's like people just complain about crayon colors to me. Basically, I'm just if someone's fucked up on race or any fucking religion or sexuality, anything, I'm I don't judge a person for that.
Who has time for that?
Yeah,
that's time.
And people are almost afraid to admit differences. You'd be like, yeah, people are different, but no one's better. That's the secret. It goes, there's no one it's all a collab.
It's a collaboration. That's brilliant.
It is though. It's the entire planet is. And they need artists. They need fucking everyone. They need fucking That's what I'm seeing it from his artists, but they need fucking cooks, and literally the planet needs everybody to do something. Yeah. Otherwise, what the fuck are you gonna go out to tomorrow? Yeah. It's just but there's so much divide tactic though, and so much pain throughout American history to where people
we forget where rock and roll comes from.
Yeah.
Well,
they ripped off a lot of black musicians back in the day, and it was a way more fucked up time back then. And you have to admit that, and have to go let's keep progressing, keep fucking acting like human beings, and treating everybody like human beings. It's getting to that point where I think this is hopefully. This is the finish line of all the negativity and bullshit. Dumb shit. I pray for it though. I pray for the wisdom of Earth to fucking just be okay, maybe I set aside bullshit ego and just fucking rise spiritually and internally rather than focus on dumb shit and money. You know, that's what it's going to be.
We ain't gonna see that. Yeah. I mean, that'll be when like we probably. I mean, at that point, that's the part when we really start to explore the universe and like
that's what
we get into some sci-fi shit. Like that's like you remember when we were kids and like 2020 was so far. It was just like, oh man, you're gonna have flying cars and shit. And all that. But like some of that stuff, even if technology could get us there, some of that stuff is predicated on, like you said, like us really becoming more like a collaboration and finding that place with each other. But that's just gonna take time.
Yeah, that's positive.
Music does it. Society doesn't.
You have to have positive resolution to hate, basically. Like King said, basically, like hate just brings more hate. If you throw hate at hate, it just gets bigger and more annoying. Yeah, like people bring up shit all the time. I hear dumb shit about like some shit. We run their mouth about something. I'm like, dude, you know what? I love you. I'm like, your opinion to me. Like when I hear somebody complain, in my opinion, I view it like pro wrestling. I'm like, you're in the left of the amphitheater booing for me right now. I mean, if you don't like what I'm doing, you're on the left right now booing, and the right side's happy. So I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like I hope haters just become free marketing machines, basically. Like
haters are big business.
Yeah, they're basically your publicists. You know, they're gonna complain. They're gonna post screenshots. They're gonna complain. They're gonna cry because they're not you. And a genius is gonna
with these artists too.
No such thing.
And it's like a projection thing. It's like if someone is like, you're a genius, they're probably a genius. If someone's like, you're this, they're probably that. It's all projection. If someone's like, you're an idiot, they're an idiot. You mean like they're telling you their insecurities to yourselves, basically. And people just like take surface words at value and don't look at the root of their pain and the root of like why they're saying these things. Really, because like if you examine it, and it's hard. I get caught up. I'm Irish, man. I get caught up in that shit. Like, you mean like we're known for just drinking, yelling at everybody. You know, like I'm saying like we can pinpoint any bullshit thing. But I'm saying like it gets to that to where it's just like, dude, I am so sick of the arguments and the dumb shit about everything all the time. Yeah. It's like if it's not race, then it's politics, and if it's not politics, it's fucking TV shows. It's just like some dumb shit all the time. It's like oh, I like the Cardinals, fuck the Cubs. You know, it's like, and then like this could have hometown.
And there's fights about that, like legit, like something as small as just Cardinals Cubs. It'd be like, man, I fucked that nigga up. Why? Cubs fan, like,
they'll divide you no matter what. And if that doesn't work, it's rich versus poor, and then it's like a million other divides.
Oh no, he's too rich though. But no,
until you're rich though, you know, it's like
if I'm rich and I'm part of the problem, come eat me.
Yeah.
But eat me. But no,
I hope
motherfuckers.
Ass bitch.
You bitch ass nigga.
Yes, sir.
Nah, man, but it's like you kind of hit it on the head too. But in self-reflection, like I tell this to people all the time, and my mom told me to stop saying it, but I'm gonna say it again. I say, man, I'm not that smart. I think there's an obsession with being intelligent too, and it's like there's nothing wrong with being like, bro, I'm not that smart. It's not to be like I'm an idiot. Like I'm like I can't tell the difference between my shit and a Snickers bar, but it's just like, you know what I mean. But just because you can do something decent doesn't make you a genius. It's just like to be like, oh, I'm brilliant. It's like, no, nigga, you alright.
We're all people.
Like, there's nothing wrong with being alright. Yeah, that's okay.
We all are just okay. Like, mostly, like, you mean like anything's perception is muddy waters and stuff. No one's really special. No one's really important. But like they're talented and they have a lot of abilities. And they're all unique and interesting. Yeah. But like I mean,
a bunch of fucking snowflakes.
I got a slight question though. Hold on. What's this shit about the Snicker bar?
Wait, what's up?
Hold on, remember he just said something about, I can't tell the difference between himself and a Snicker bar.
No, I said I'm not so dumb that I can't tell the difference between my shit and a Snickers bar.
What shit are we talking about?
Like a nigga. Oh my god.
That's funny.
Thank you, sir.
Let me get a
I got a real quick comment on that. Not the Snickers bar. So we're
moving on from the Snickers bar.
Yeah, we talk about ghostwriting. We talk about collaboration, or like when you're in the studio and you have somebody help you out. You know what I mean? Because I mean, just something's not working or something. That's life. Yeah. Honestly, every industry. And I'm in one too. I'm not going to talk about it, but sometimes I'm locked in and I'm maxed out. Yeah, I came up with this brilliant idea, but I can't close a deal. Or, you know what I mean? I can close a deal after somebody introduces it. There's collaboration at all angles and all light. Yeah. I mean, we can't just be solo and make it.
You can't have you can't have 8 billion people saying they're the best.
No, you can't.
You walk around knocking.
Yeah, that shit overrated, bro. That is the best shit. I be like, it's rappers who I love their music, and I can't listen to them because like I know them personally. I interact with them, and I see their shit on like Facebook, on social media, and I know they're good people, and I hung out with them, and they spoke with them. But then like way they promote themselves to get out there, it's always like at the at the expense of someone else.
What's
it's always like, well, I'm the best, or like, oh, you sick of these weirdo rappers? You sick of these lame niggas? It's just like, fuck me, babe.
It's almost rejection of their
insecurities. Tell me who you are. I don't give a fuck about these other people. Who are you, bro?
They're telling you who they are. They're the lame motherfuckers, or whatever you say.
They always got their face on too. They be like, "Come fuck with me."
Yeah, well, the thing is, like a person knows themselves isn't just gonna like hate for no reason. It's like, in my opinion, like I know myself well enough. I'm gonna be cool. Like in defense, I may fuck some people up or something like that. Or if I think it's funny, I get too fucked up, I'll rip on some motherfuckers. But it's just comedy to me. And but outside of that, I think like you treat people well. That means you're secure with yourself. If you're out here just like check out my song, like, or whatever, that's your field. But I'm saying like whatever you're doing though, if you're listening, whatever your field is, you're just like you're like look what I did, rather than like who are you competing with other than yourself. Like, you need to wake up tomorrow and be better than you were the day before, not somebody else. And that's the dumbest way to say it, but I feel like that's
that's not dumb at all. I feel like it's an optimistic way of looking at it. I don't think there is a reason. And this is probably me being cynical, to almost to the point of maybe nihilism. Like I think that we it's the same reason like we invented God and all that stuff, because we need a reason to be here. Humanity as a whole, we just need motivation. We need to believe that there's a point or something. There's a point to it. Like you talked about the finish line, to get to that finish line of where Earth is truly the collaboration that it was maybe even meant to be, or that we could see in our best self.
We should be rock hopping, not yelling at each other.
Yeah,
or we should rock hopping.
But everyone's trying to look for the reason why we aren't.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes maybe it ain't a reason, because even the best of us find those moments where we're the worst.
No doubt.
Like, I believe in collaboration. I got my two of the most talented people I ever worked with me. I can also be the opposite sometimes, and I don't want him on my song. It's the constant checking myself that I feel like may separate me from someone else. But it's not that I don't have that same feeling. It's times where I be with these motherfuckers. They'll tell you, well, I'm just like, I am the best. I'm the greatest of all time. In their mind,
I'm arrogant as hell.
Crazy, but you gotta check yourself. No, I do mean it when I say it, but you do have to check yourself. Not to that extent, though. We had to talk about it before we got in here. Like, calm that shit.
You have to believe yourself and not be negative, basically. Like self-worth is great. I mean, to think you're talented is like you're self-aware. In my opinion, you are talented. But no problem. But I think like it's just about being self-aware without like just hating on somebody else. Like it's just like you want to help everybody. And that's the thing. It's like it's the weirdest thing. It's like when I was younger, when I was like 21, I was on that show. I thought I was just like fuck everyone but me. I'm like I'm gonna be the best ever. I fuck blah blah. And then now I'm like 33. I feel like I just want to help every single fucking person I meet.
It's weird. You want to be great, but it's like how you measure greatness has changed.
Yeah,
that's the same.
It is.
Great, but like, what does greatness really mean?
To me, I want to be a billionaire and have a clean soul. Those are my goals. I want to be rich as fuck on this plane and have a clean soul and like fucking like never. That's my goal. But like everybody has their own thing. I feel like
Yeah. That's beautiful, bro. I appreciate that.
It's success in both worlds, You gotta fucking like get out. You gotta get out of your life. So
yeah, you gotta win with words too. Because I still hear Earth is a collaboration in my head. I love stuff like that. I'm like a word phrase fan. Like I just love stuff like that. That's another thing. Like someone I can't remember who it was asked me like how do you keep coming up with shit? But like sometimes we'll be in the studio for a couple of days and then I'll just go to a bar and sit and have a random conversation with someone. Because if you just open your ears to shit, you literally can just sit somewhere and just like if you listen, come up with like 10 song ideas just from being in a room around other people.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you're actually paying attention, that's why I always admire Jay-Z, but he didn't get as high on the list as like Nas and other people because everything was like so like self-narrative.
Yeah.
It was like, man, don't you ever get bored with yourself? Because I mean, I'd be like, at some point, I don't want to talk about myself anymore. Like,
that's why this podcast is great because basically I'm always in the room with like equal artists in a way to where like we're on the phone line or something like that to where like it separates myself from what I'm doing or something like that to where I can like learn and promote whatever else. But like that's the podcast helped me out so much with that shit. Because you want it like as you get more successful and all this shit. Like I mean like it's hard not to get it on your own dick or metaphorically speaking. Like you're like wow I must be on this. I'm like wow they printed this thing about me. I must be important. But then you have to be like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do, and then just like grow and just like whatever as a person, like, and that's and I think that helped me more so as a comedian. Comedian's almost as selfish as rap. I think they're both selfish fields almost, like on the mainstream end, basically, not like every single fucking person, but on the mainstream end, I feel like it's like you're like I'm talking about myself in a microphone for fucking 30 minutes. You know what I mean? And rap's the same thing. It's like I'm rapping on myself for 30 minutes. Yeah, or whatever the fuck. It's like but if you step outside of that, I think that's where it's at.
That's
like Hops and Jay-Z and Nas like that too for sure.
I love the connection to comedy too, because like. I feel such a kinship to comedians. Even the way comedians interact with each other is so similar to how rappers interact.
It is.
Because I remember we did a show with Kill 'Em All and it was an incredible show. Like Kill 'Em All, Geo Davis. The list was amazing. It was for Kill 'Em All's video, Banksy. They did a video at the Monocle or the video. What's it called? Police Party. Yeah, and. We met this guy named Bam. He's about 6'7" or whatever. So he's standing in front of the projector, kind of trying to find a place for the 6'7" ass to go, and he couldn't find anywhere to go. But not knowing him, he just looked like a crazy asshole stumbling in and out of the day. So we ended up at an after party where he was at too. And we got into a conversation, and we got really high, smoking blunts and shit, like hot boxing this little outdoor porch, and we just got fucking high as fuck. So we're just like telling each other too much shit about somebody you don't even know him, right? And he tells me, he's like, man, when I first saw you, I thought you and all your friends were arrogant as fuck. You know, you guys don't say hello to anyone. You just kind of chill yourself. And I let him talk for a while. And when he was done, I said, the truth is, we're all a bunch of insecure artists, and we just don't want to get in anyone's way. And so we go backstage, and we're afraid about our show. We're freaking out, like, do I remember the third song? Do I remember the verse? Oh, fuck, I'm going to fuck it up.
That's real.
And so we just try to find a little space to, like, just chill and get, like, get hold. But it taught, more than telling him that, it taught me the lesson about like how people can perceive you versus who you actually are. Because then you'll be the most arrogant asshole on the planet to almost everyone who even thinks they know you. You're this crazy arrogant asshole, and inside you're like, man, did I take a shower today? No, I did. That's not what's happening. And then when they look at you, they're just like, look at him with his sunglasses. He thinks he's so fucking cool. You're like,
well, Hunt said they wouldn't be an artist though.
Up tonight. You know what I mean? It's not. And then once you start to collect, but that's the same thing with comedians. Like the way comedians,
I'm in my car getting high, waiting for the set. You know, I'm doing the same shit. Yeah,
and you feel more comfortable talking to another comedian versus the audience. There's like a you're almost more afraid of them. You know,
I get along with rappers better than comedians. Like other comedians, comedians are mostly like insecure in their head, way more to where like they're just like assholes and boring. I feel like the most comedians I've done shows with, I mean, some are good. Don't get me wrong, but I have collabed with good comedians, but like. It's a different, like rappers are so much more fun, man. Like they just want to fucking kick it and they want to bullshit and they're real.
But that's why because you're not a rapper.
Yeah, that's right.
Rappers, it's
people say about rappers.
It's double-edged because there's rappers who I love and I think they like me, and then I'm hanging out with them and I'm just like I'm always high and shit and I'm not rich, but like I'm straight, so I'm not worried about competing no more. I'm just trying to make something great, so I'm out of that. And they're still, some of them, not all of them, some of them are still in it. So then I'll be like, yo, I'll repost a person's song. I'll be like, I think this dude's amazing. And then I'll hear through the grapevine, Damon's on my dick. And I'm just like, no, I just thought the song was
you like
it's been lost. I will body you, motherfucker. Not even talking shit. Like, because of my experience and working with people, I'm going to put it out here. You want exclusive shit, I'll put it out here. In terms of St. Louis rap, it's only 3 rappers who I fucking like legitimately think are fucking with me, and that's Black Spade, Tef Paul, and Rockwell Knuckles. The rest of y'all niggas can get in line. On God, I think those two, and rest in peace to Cat Davis, who was the greatest out of all of us. John Davis, the OG, and everybody else is great. The city is filled with great artists, but some of y'all niggas is too big for your fucking britches. On God. And it ain't about fighting or boxing. It ain't about shooting niggas in the face and all that shit. It's about putting in the fucking work and about having skills. And y'all see me in the street. Y'all see me at the spots. I'm a Northside nigga. It's Natural Bridge and Kings Highway. Come see me right in the street, nigga. What's good? But I'm talking about actual skill and fucking like doing the fucking shit. Not talking about how great you are. Not disrespecting different styles and different genres. I will eat every single last one of y'all niggas. On God. and it won't even be on. No, but here's the thing. I'm telling the truth. It won't even be on purpose. Because the reason why I know I'll do it, because you know me, bro. I won't be trying. I'll be trying to make the song good. That's all I care about. Is the record. That's it. While other people be trying.
I'm something different though. This
no.
This on Bloods. This type of shit.
It might be another reason why I feel that confident. Because for the first time in a long time, I got a squad. I'm not alone anymore.
This.
Before I start fucking with y'all, I'm going to Dolo.
Facts.
Every show, just Dolo, just me and the little thing in the whip, and that's it. That's it. And so these having people around you, it changes your perspective. But I just feel like you mentioned it earlier. You said how maybe like having a publisher deal could be an opportunity for St. Louis. When I first got that deal, bro, I reached out to everyone. I'm still reaching out to people.
You have to.
And people kind of go, yeah, or they go, yeah, I'm going to do it, and then they don't. Only reason why I stayed, bro, I'm going to put the numbers up. I'm going to say it. I did a record, Feel Good. The one I told you.
Also do it. I mean.
They also Adidas used it too, but they just used it in Japan because they were like, yeah, well, it was China, rather. China
still counts
because they were just like, yeah, we don't really know. They looked at my social media shit like he's not really popping out, so they were like, we're just gonna use it in China. Because I guess multi-billion-dollar company is a fucking company.
Well, half of those populations there, so congrats.
I love big shout out to China. I want to get out there, but we got paid, bro. It was a big deal. It was Adidas. And I had a chance to move back to LA. I chose instead to stay here for the very reason to keep trying to invest in the scene. And at some point, you just be like, all right, the nice guy thing ain't working, so maybe we need to mix it up some. Not just being nice, but also telling people flat out, like, bro, if it's like that, if we gotta rap and prove that we the nicest and get in people grill, then maybe we need to do some of that too. Because I feel like St. Louis kind of has their edges, like they don't all the way respect just you being like, hey man, I got these business cards, I'm going to shows, I'm watching people perform, people don't know. And I'm so excited to tell them about the deal, a couple placements. I think you're amazing. We should collaborate. All right, motherfucker, cool. All right, cool.
Well, yeah, St. Louis is like it's a bandwagon city. Like when you're winning, like they're killing it. Like wow, who's won a Stanley Cup? They're sold out for like 3 years now. Like,
exactly.
like where were they 5 years ago? You know, like it's the same thing as like they're bandwagon city. But it's also hard though. It makes you a better artist. Like when people not giving a fuck and being fake to your face, like all this shit. Like LA's kind of fake in my opinion. I'm not trying to like say shit, but I'm saying like. The real here is hard mode here. If you get talented and blow up in St. Louis, you blow up anywhere. Because this is the hardest place to have any respect. And I respect that you stayed here too, because I did the same thing. In my opinion, like I view St. Louis as like this sleeping monster. They say it's underestimated.
Artist, I love the city.
Yeah, I love it. Center of the United States, fucking like killing it, man.
And can I say this too? And this just speaks to what we literally was talking about 5-10 minutes ago. Because all that little tire that went on about being about blah blah. But then the flip side of that is, how much of it is just people being poor and not having opportunity?
It's that.
Because it's easy for me to be like, why don't you want to work with me? Motherfuckers, here's a perfect example. People go, no one came to my show. And then they take it as a personal affront. Man, motherfuckers is broke. I can't necessarily go to your show. I ain't got the money. Or if I do got the money, I got the money because I got 2 jobs and I ain't got time. So it's like, so even if I feel a certain way and I'm expressing that to y'all about feeling frustrated and feeling like people don't quite respect me the way I should be respected, how much of it is just in my fucking head and people just tired and broke?
Shit's in the head, man.
Yeah, you know, and again, I have to remind myself that it's like you get up, you get real high, and I'm the best, and you gotta bring it.
Humbling, you have to keep reinventing yourself and stuff, and especially. Like North City, like that's the perception I have of North City. Like they regulate business, they do all this stuff to hold it down, basically, to where they keep people poor through systematic racism, like set up in the 40s. In my opinion, I say from the 40s on, basically, they basically have been holding down North City to where holding down industry and shit like that, to where people are broke for no fucking reason because regulation.
Fucking municipality.
People go to jail for fucking leadership.
The county is the word.
Pulling over these. Bro, I remember I didn't have tags on my car. I did it. I'm like. I'm a baby. Like I would be in the studio acting like captain of the boat. I'm the king of the captain, king of the captain. But you give me any fucking menial task, and it'll be months. So I was because my parents live right off a natural bridge. Let me stop. Anyway, my parents live in the North County. You can come see me, but don't fuck with my mom. They live in the North County, and you try to get to their house. It's always a speed trap. Yeah. I'm talking about, you think I'm exaggerating. It's always a speed trap. So I didn't feel comfortable. It's too many cars. In that 5-mile radius, it's 3-4 police stations. It's Velda City, it's Normandy, it's Beverly Hills. I think they closed Velda City. And Pine Lawn. One of them just got in another one. You're talking about 4 or 5 police stations in barely a 5-mile radius, bro. And how do they make their money? How do they pay for the lawyers? How do they pay for the judges?
Taxi people driving.
Pulling you over and giving you a ticket, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I'm about justice. That's not justice.
The city's a bit better than that. You know what I mean? On the
props to the city cops. They too busy running around dealing with real crime and shit. These county cops need to nut up, bro.
Yeah, they do.
Fucking over glorified ticket terror, motherfuckers. You don't need a gun to fucking tear tickets, nigga.
No, I agree. That's funny. I grew up in the county, so I agree with that.
This shit's wild.
I came out here because of the restaurants.
The county locked me up. 4 months, man.
I wouldn't doubt you.
4 fucking months, man.
Well, you are kind of a criminal, though. Look at you. You look like a. No. Right when I walked in, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna steal my wallet.
I got Tim. He's going to that. He's going to.
No, they did. All dumb shit.
No, you're right though. You're right.
All dumb shit that would have been easily avoided. any other place besides St. Louis County.
What I was put you over for the other day? What was it? Because one of my
lights were out, but it wasn't.
No, it was the light and the
license plate light.
The license plate.
That's the county, bro.
I literally went home, checked that shit, and it was not. It was
not
not
those things reflect.
I think they just saw me, a white boy, with this man, and then they were like,
mine before they give you
how to say the white boy.
You don't.
because actually they asked for his ID before they asked for mine.
That's
Of course they did.
Yep.
What?
See, the city's a bit
I'm
better.
a driver,
The city's a bit better than that. The county's been
Yeah, it's just
a bit tough.
it's a tax, like you said. You already said it. It's a tax. It's a way to create funds to create money. And then the thing they give me is I don't know all the details of it because again, we getting into the depth of it, but this is just in the moment. But when I'm done with this, I go back to focus on what I'm good at. Like I ain't got no kids, but like my mom and dad, they getting older, and all I do is write rap songs. So I got people that are looking to me to be like, all right, you the oldest son, motherfucker. Like what you gonna do? So can't focus on this too much. But
Parents
most of
doing
them cops, huh?
Parents doing good.
Oh, my mother just she's had surgery, so shout out to mom. She's resting.
Shout out to mom.
God bless her, man.
She's strong, man. She's strong.
You'll be there. You're not gonna leave St. Louis, right?
Oh no.
Unless I mean you do. You'll come back if they need you though.
Well, I'm
If you do, you better.
I'm headed back to LA in the summer. For
Right.
I had this deal for about 4 years, and I've not been in LA the whole time.
But your
So
mom's
it's-
on speed dial.
Oh yeah,
It's, you know.
oh yeah, for sure. I shoot.
Shit.
I don't see it when I'm in. I'm a bad son. Anyway, so no. But on the cops and shit, like when the cop pull you over, you ever think about like, does he even live in this neighborhood?
No.
Like you extracted money from this neighborhood.
Right.
You don't even fucking live here, bro. You don't even know who the dude that got the bag is.
Yeah.
You just randomly pulling people over hoping you catch the dude got the bag.
Right.
It's like they should make you like, you know what, buzz cut, you gotta move out. You gotta move out here.
I think
You gotta send your kids to school out
I
here.
got. I'm not gonna name it.
No, yeah.
So I got
We'll bleep it out.
some friends, right?
You have this face like a cancer.
Yeah, you
Nah,
finish it
but,
then.
no, but there's some St. Louis, North City, South City, city cops, that are cool. They know who has the bag.
Oh yeah.
And they're not trying to fuck with people that don't got the bag. They're leaving people that are really doing petty, stupid shit. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, you driving stupid, or you're doing this. You're not out here murdering motherfuckers. You're not out here, robbing, 2-3 houses. Shooting people. Really, it's all about murder. It's all about keeping people's lives safe. And these people are really.
what they did.
You're talking about the theory of it. The idea is about
City.
What they did, in my opinion, basically, is like
It's been good about it.
First of all, I think
They've been good about it. They've been good about not harassing.
If we gotta give Twirl any credit, the St. Louis City cops are so
They've been good.
so thin that they gotta deal with the real
And they've been doing this real shit. Yeah.
I think cops like a noble position, and they're letting it down basically. So I think like when you hear in first grade, when you hear what a cop is supposed to be, they're not being that basically. It's my biggest problem. Is like we need cops, but good cops. They need to be doing their job properly. Like everyone in the entire fucking world should be doing their job properly. And then in my opinion, basically, like St. Louis is split like the fucking line basically over crayon colors basically, as I called it earlier. Like where they hold down North City with like industry and job and shit like that basically. To where you can't open a business there basically. With like you mean like because they held it down with so many different like laws and bullshit and like regulations shit like that, to where they economically oppressed people basically, to where they went to crime because you have to feed your family still, even if there's not a job at fucking Aldi to get or wherever the fuck you mean. So they oppress people enough where they have to commit crime, and then they bust the people for committing crime.
Because Aldi's ain't gonna pay you enough to raise your family anyway. So.
Right, and then they make money by sending you to jail because these privatized prisons basically, and they basically, and then you can't vote basically because you're a felon at that point.
Yeah.
So they take away the fucking, it pisses me the fuck off when I see that because I didn't believe, because like when I was no felon, I didn't believe in like racism at all. I was like, I never saw it. I was like hanging out with people like your friends. This is the same fucking thing. It's like just people kind of type shit, and then you come out here and you see what the fuck happened.
Oh, yeah,
and
you feel it.
And you talk to people and shit. And you hear this shit. It's like there was a kid that was shot right on that corner right there for stealing a sandwich, basically. I'm not trying to fucking. I don't want to say something. But I've shot when I was a kid. I've shot when I was a kid, bro. I was not shot. I was given a ticket and all this dumb shit. And this is like it's insane, bro. Like the.
So you both are criminals.
They try to back me. I'm 33 now, but yeah, I was delinquent at one point. But I'm saying like they basically divided human beings so fucking much that they can't get along. And St. Louis is in the center of the United States, and it has so much fucking power. If everyone just got along, and there wasn't like some north-south bullshit, there wasn't this imaginary lines. Like I thought these older motherfuckers, these 50-year-olds, and they're just like don't go that far. I'm like, what? Like, and then I'm like, what's your reasoning? And there's like, you know, I have a beard, so they'll like tell me the bullshit. I'm just like, you know, and it's just like, I don't know how to describe it. It's disgusting, and it's not just like one person. It's like people have dumb perceptions of St. Louis. Like they think it's like so much murder. They think all these things, and like
there is, but yeah,
there is murder, but
there's a lot of racism. Like I lived in the South for so long.
It's divided. It's divided by
I
one.
lived in the South for a long time. It's not the same.
It's bullshit,
there, man.
And like, once we overcome that, and we overthrow the 8 billionaires, making us all argue with each other, it'd be amazing. Yeah. Like that's utopia, basically. It's like they're making us argue through headlines and all this dumb shit about everything, and it's just in St. Louis it's hitting hard, and it's disgusting to me, in my opinion. It's completely fucking disgusting.
You said like being a kid, and I remember that too. What, you want to be a firefighter? You want to be a policeman? Yeah, I remember. It was
beautiful as a kid.
So, but here's the thing though. Because what we're talking about is systems of oppression. We're not talking about the people themselves, right?
You're right. It's a system.
So you say probably plenty of decent men and women going to being a policeman. Mm-hmm. But where did the police start? The police was an extension of the Ku Klux Klan. The police in this country would literally, their job was to fucking fuck up niggas. I mean, it went from slavery to sharecropping to felon, basically. Yeah. They limited African Americans. Sharecropping ain't as far back as people think it was.
No, it's not.
Like
it's
my grandmama's mama was a sharecropper, bro. It's not that long ago.
And it's bullshit.
It's not like it was a trillion.
And you have to own the past and be like that was a fucked up time for America. How do we get past this shit? And like people try to ignore the past or act like it's just not happening. They're like, oh, see color, man. I'm like, you're allowed to see differences. You just don't feel better.
But I think the thing is we focus too much on the people.
And the difference is
people are fucked up, good or bad. Oppressed. That's fucked up people that are oppressed. Most of the assholes I know are black. That don't mean they should be oppressed.
Well, most people are black, though.
Because I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you got assholes in everything. But I think instead of trying to change people's minds, we just change the fucking system, bro.
That's the biggest thing is.
Mass incarceration, bro. Mass incarceration.
Or making money off that shit.
Literally, the meme that I saw was it wasn't even a meme. It was just a post on Twitter. The dude literally said, once dispensaries, like weed dispensaries, so in Illinois right now, once those motherfuckers start looking like Apple stores and people are filing in there every fucking day, there's a big problem. Yeah. There's a huge problem. People need to be pulled out of these systems where everybody's mass incarcerated because of fucking selling $6 grand.
Exactly.
Check me out. But see, that's a good thing. But that's a retroactive fix, right? Because that already happened. People have already been arrested. What we need to do is, how many of them people that's making all that money off legal weed are in our communities?
None.
It's none. It's some billionaire motherfucker that's already rich.
It's regulated
that's making that money. It's some dude. It's some lobbyist from Marlboro that stepped out and has like fuck that, man. You gonna legalize it and you make all the money? Like fuck that.
I agree.
You gotta put some of that in the hood, bro. Don't just free that nigga. Get that nigga a position. If he was selling this much weed, how much would that be worth in the market now? Give him that much money. Yeah. Like proactive fucking changes, not just this retroactive. All right, well, we fucked up. We're gonna free you. You lost 20 years of your life, but you're free now, nigga. Go get a job at all these.
Probably can't even get a job at all these at that point.
And people don't talk about that. I respect that. It's real
proactive change, bro. Proactive change.
You know what's another thing too is like you brought up being in a impoverished neighborhood or something like that as a black community and stuff. A lot of the racist white people are fucking in impoverished fucking communities. Fuck, dude.
Projections.
Trailer parks don't know fucking anything. They're fucking dumb and listen to whatever they get.
The trick is though, you have to love. The trick is you have to love haters and get them over it. Though is the thing. It's like that's the test of the soul. Though it's almost like it's like if someone hates me, I have to fucking figure out a way to love them enough where they're not mad. Almost like it's weird fucking. That's the biggest test in the world. Like. Jordy social real fast. This is fucking like
oh my bad. Yeah.
No, you're good. No,
all of my I only do Facebook and Instagram, and it's songs by DAE, songs by Day.
Look him up. We'll have some songs play after this. Some sneak peeks and some stuff.
We got an exclusive joint. The Bad Time. It's an exclusive song. I like to break things.
That's why this podcast has different sounds and stuff.
Yeah. I was inspired by watching was that video Lithium by Nirvana when he jumped on his own face at the end of the video. I was like, that motherfucker crazy. And so we were in a mode. And
so what'd you call it earlier? Grunge
trap.
Grunge trap.
That's what big shout out to Adrian's Beats. He came up with that idea.
Shout out.
I like the sound of this. I just like the.
Easy come, blast and it go. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. From my tongue down to my bones, staring at the bottle. No more whiskey, no more wine. Someone clearly on my phone that I don't know, so I don't even bother. Got away from forever, only yesterday. All the texts that you send when you're scared to say the same thing on your face. Gotta drink before I call, tryna fill me up just to play your game. Gotta build me up just to say your name. I pretend to love all the things I hate. Your heart feel no pain, gotta get your way. Easy come, less than it goes. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. From my tongue down to my bones, staring at the bottom. No more whiskey, no more wine. Someone clearly on my phone that I don't know, so I don't even bother. Lock me in a psych ward, treat me like a virgin. Sound sleeping like a crazy little infant. Fatal monsoon, baby, I'm a misfit. I'ma play innocent for a minute, though. Got away from forever, only yesterday. All the texts that you send when you're scared to say. Cause every day I lose a piece of you. Don't need a clue to know you hate me. Why you wanna bring me into me and you both raised from a gold mine, bathed in the truth. Instead, baby, you just wanna lie to your own kind. I'm thinking about a block on the phone line. Easy come, blast and it goes. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. From my tongue down to my bones, staring at the bottom. No more whiskey, no more wine. Someone clearly on my phone that I don't know, so I don't even bother. Lock me in a psych ward, treat me like a virgin. Sound sleeping like a crazy little infant. Fatal monsoon, baby, I'm a misfit. I'ma play innocent for a minute, though. Got a few big diamonds on my roller. Everybody know that I'm running alright. Down with the team and I'm humming your eye. See me in a dream and I'm doing right. Don't blame with my money on. Why you late with my money on? You don't delay with my money on. I'ma spend for that money on.
Got me some things, stones on the clock. Just a few things, wifey on the scale. Into the night, shine on me at light. Another day, we whipping up a meal. Scrambling all type of different missions. I'm in my bag, multiplying digits. Switching each lane, jamming, and we hot. Gotta be gas for the sale. Arrivally, all type of night, all type of traffic, back and forth shit. And dipping through lanes, switching lanes, it's the same since I came out the porch, bitch. Arrivally, all type of night, all type of traffic, back and forth shit. Scrambling all type of different missions. I'm in my bag, multiplying digits.
Got a few things, diamonds on my roller. Everybody know that I'm running your line. Down with the team and I'm humming your eye. See me in a dream and I'm doing right.
They call me a king, maybe I'm a clown, part of the game, baby.
maybe I'm the man. Caught in a wave, maybe I'ma drown in all of them things, maybe who I am. All of my dreams gotta be the realest. Hard to believe in them before you get it. Started my own thing for the crown and brought up my home team for the fam. Working it all night and day, all day and night, non-stop with it. Round the clock with it. Tupac did it, y'all playing like you and not with it. I'm a god with it, all day and night and day, non-stop with it. All of my dreams gotta be the business. Gotta believe in them before you get it.
Don't play with my money, y'all. Why you lay with my money, y'all? You don't delay with my money, y'all. I'ma spray for that money, y'all. Spray for that money, y'all. Gotta get those diamonds on my roller. Everybody know that I'm running on. Down with the dream and I'm running on. See me in a dream and I'm doing wrong. Bless your empty heart, like a song stuck in my head, thinking about you. And there ain't too many thoughts, like a love song in my head, living without you. Oh, bless your empty heart, you feel like a song stuck in my head, thinking about you. That don't look like the way home. And there ain't too many thoughts that kill like a love song in my head, leaving without you. And that don't look like the way home. Yeah, you got the way with me, it's hard. Gotta get away from you instead. All I do is wait for you, it's hard. Maybe if you let go with me, can't go with me. Namaste, namaskar. From the heart, we're starting to fall apart. Ain't no escaping, you can't get away from you. Bless your empty heart, you feel like a song stuck in my head, thinking about you. That don't look like the way home. And there ain't too many thoughts that kill like a love song in my head, leaving without you. And that don't look like the way home. Bless your empty heart, song stuck in my head, thinking about you. And there ain't too many thoughts, like a love song in my head, leaving without you. Chain down in all your golden, feeling hopeless, potion flowing, navigation's frozen, got me falling. Young child, why you loving on me? So wild, but you know I'm low-key. Look back, know it's all on me. But can't you see? Do you wanna ride for me? Pray to Father God for me. Going on my scar for me. Following the path that leaves you. Bless your empty heart, you feel like a song stuck in my head, thinking about you. That don't look like the way home. And there ain't too many thoughts that kill like a love song in my head, leaving without you. And that don't look like the way